Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hit Beauty Academy, opposite Vision Comfort, Sable Bonamusadi Douala.
Online shopping can be very complicated in Cameroon, but there's one person joining us in the studios to make it better for everyone, and that's the CEO and founder of Buyam app. Churchill Nanje is in the house, and we have Kwa, Elonge, and Yana Jr. You guys are welcome. Oh, Kwa, is that a new way of greeting all?
No, it's just when you acquire new status,
Oh my God.
You have to greet in a way that is appropriate.
You have to come with new energy.
Yeah,
You understand?
no man no ask you.
You guys are welcome. I can.
Churchill, you're welcome, eh?
Yes,
Feel free. This is home.
Yeah, feel free. Relax. Don't be afraid of this
app.
divorcee. Don't be.
Develop an app for what?
Freaky Table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you can like
Buyam.
freaky yam.
Free up. Yeah, something like that. Free
Free
up.
camp.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Free up, yeah. It's
I
two
don't like-
syllables. So it
There's
goes.
something about that.
So instructive.
Church, it's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah. So we can see definitely you're carrying the company on your chest, full chest.
Yeah. You know, they say my whole chest. Yeah. Kind of.
So what made you create an app? Obviously, when you create something, which means that there was a void or there's some problem or something. So what was the problem?
Well, before I answer that, we'll have to clarify. So I'm a co-founder of Buyam, and I'm in charge of technology and products. So there's another co-founder, we're two of us, who's in charge of sales, marketing, and business operations. Yeah. So I'm the tech guy, the product guy, the business model guy, and all that. From 2014, myself and my partner, he is more interested in selling online. So I built him a small website where he was putting his products and selling. And he grew that business from nothing because he didn't even have, inventory. He didn't have stock. So he will go to shops, get their inventory, put on his website I built for him. A basic site, I think he paid me 50,000 for the site. And then he'll put them and then add a small commission and people will call and buy from him. So from 2014 till last year, we're doing that. And then I told him, okay, we need to go to the next level. I don't just want to be powering your website. I think what we have done for you, we can do it for every vendor in Cameroon and across Africa. So we explored the idea. We started working sometime April last year. And by June, we launched the platform. So it's been 8 years of learning. It's not like we're looking at the market based on a void. We're looking at a need that vendors have. And we've worked with one vendor who is also my partner now for 8 years. And we've really understood what the market wants. We've done a lot of research and developments with him. So it took 8 years to build Buyam.
All right. People who have used Buyam so far, they will have different definition for what Buyam app is. So according to you, what is the Buyam app?
So should I don't know if I should give the tech.
Anyone, we're Elon Musk at some point, and then we're Oprah.
No, I think that you should do the one which is more accessible to everybody.
Everyone.
Because yes, oh God.
So normally I would say Buyam is a hyper-local e-commerce platform, but that is very techy.
Okay.
So what I could say is Buyam is like Marché Mbopi, like Marché Central, like Boya Market, like Kumba Market, or Limbe, Newtown Market. So, but on the internet. So instead of people renting shops at the Boya Market or Newtown Market or Marché Central, they rent their shop on Buyam. And wherever they are, that's where we rent them the shop. So if you're in Maitu in Bonamusadi, we rent you a shop in Maitu, but in the cloud. If you are in UB Junction, we rent you a shop in UB Junction. So Buyam is this online market where we want to get every vendor in Cameroon and later Africa into a digital platform, but localized. So we rent your shop where your shop is located. And if you move, we move your shop to that location. And so this way, people that want to visit the market, they have to just pick up their phone, and wherever they are, we use their location and we tell them, okay, you're currently in Buyam Market, but you're at UB Junction. So the closest shop to you is this shop. just like you're in a mall, but wherever you're standing on that mall is the shops you see. So Buyam is an online catalog of shops in Cameroon with their location. So if you're looking for whatever you want to buy, you could be looking to buy a car, you could be looking to buy maybe a phone, you could be looking to buy vegetables, you could be looking to buy liquor, a t-shirt, sneakers, fashion, anything you want to buy. We'll show you shops around you that have rented a space on Buyam, and we'll show you the closest shops, and then you can connect to them, see what they are selling. So it's like you visit their shop with your phone without moving, and then you talk with them, and you tell them what you need, and then you decide how to pay. You could pay online, and they ship it to you. You could pay online and send someone to pick it up. You could send someone there to pay and collect it for you and ship it to you. Or you could go there yourself, even if foot traffic. So we want a digital aided commerce ecosystem. So it's commerce first, then digital is a tool that enables commerce. So we had to go to first principles, and we had to make it possible for every Cameroonian. I mean, even if you are in Pendamboko and you have a smartphone and you have internet access, you could be able to use the digital space and the Buyam app, and you find shops around maybe Moyuka or Jombe who have something you need. And then you call them or you chat them on WhatsApp, and you go there and pick it up. So before Buyam, people have to actually go to the market, go from shop to shop looking for what they need. But nowadays, if somebody's looking for a phone, say in Yaoundé, maybe somewhere in Simbok, and you're looking for a phone, you just type the phone you're looking for, and we'll show you the shops around you that have the phone and the prices. And we can tell you there's a shop in Avenue Kennedy. You can even compare prices. So Buyam is only one. It has price comparison. It has localized vendors, which make one of the biggest issues e-commerce was facing in Cameroon was logistics. But with the system of localized vendors, logistics has been solved.
Then how do you handle the issue of security? To make sure that the products are vetted, so that I don't ask for June and I get a transgender. Like that's not me objectifying her though. But you get the point.
I get the point. Okay. So the first thing we did was, okay, we understand our judicial system doesn't really protect the citizens. It's not that solid. In the West, people can just shop online and pay because the judicial system protects them. In Cameroon, I think I can say we have a judicial system on hire. So those who have money get justice. Those who don't really have money, well, you have to find your justice your own way. For instance, if I shop online and somebody frauds me, what?
So mob beating is allowed. That's what it is.
or Oku.
If I shop online and I have my money and somebody frauds me, I can call a commissioner that go and sample that guy, and because he has frauded me, And so the person will be scared to fraud me because he knows, okay, this guy is connected. But now, if someone else that is not connected shops online and then they defraud them, what will they do? How do they get justice? So in the West, shopping online works easy like that. But in Cameroon, we realized because our judicial system is not that strong, for other reasons we can't get into here. We thought that the first thing we have to do is every vendor on Buyam is verified and vetted. So to answer you, we verify all the vendors, not online. We physically go and visit your house, your shop. We'll get your legal documents, we'll get your ID cards, we'll get your something to prove your location. And then we file this before we approve your account. How do we learn about this? The banks in Cameroon, that's what they do. Because they have to keep people's money. So they do KYC, they vet, you must have, to create a business account, you must have business documents, something like that.
Yes.
Okay, so Yana wanted to know whether there are sex toys on Buyam.
Yes, very important.
We don't even have vendors.
You never spoke of condoms and stuff like that.
He uses a lot of them.
Yes, this is the longest birthday week, so I'm planning to give him a box of condoms.
I think there's some pharmacies on Buyam, so there will be condoms there.
So it's only in pharmacies that is.
No, I'm saying that it's present.
What about the toys?
Sex toys, we don't even have such vendors yet.
Well, I think he can be a supplier. So you can just go there, vet it. Like he has the best quality. Like he has the best quality. I'm mostly male, so
yeah, no,
I just want to make sure that is out there.
Yes, he should set up a shop to sell sex toys.
He does have a shop. It's very clandestine.
Buyam's open to other things besides the sex toys, and I mean like the added value that comes with those toys.
Well, as long as it's legal, because we are operating under a legal framework. Yes. As long as it's legal, it's allowed on Buyam. As long as it's legal, it's allowed on Buyam.
Yeah. So okay, I mean, when I hear you speak about Buyam and how you onboard vendors and also how you try to connect vendors with consumers, it's a lot of work that goes on the ground on the ground rather. Yeah. And my question is about connecting these people. For example, you talk about somebody who is in Jombe, or it's in a really rural area. And you know how much network is an issue there, and all of the services are enabled by data, by being active on data. So is Buyam also finding a way to really navigate this issue of data? Because sometimes you're online and MTN tells you optic fiber has happened. You understand? So how is Buyam trying to navigate the real African problem of accessible data in terms of expenditure or in terms of the rate at which it can easily be fluent in usage?
Okay, the first thing is the way we build the app, the whole app is 4 megabytes, so it's very light. Okay. So installing it takes like less than a minute. So the next thing is we made sure the app is very light. The only things we load is what's important. So even if you're on, I can say 1G, but there's no 1G technically. Yeah. But even if you're on 1G, you should be able to access the products and then directly get the phone number and call the vendor. So you can actually use the platform just to find a vendor that's verified and trusted with what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. And Buyam gives you that insurance. And then you take the number and you call and then you go and pick it up. Mm-hmm. So it's in a way, it's like Google search, where you search for products, you find, or shops, you find where these products are found, and then you go directly there. Because otherwise, if you're looking for maybe a Buyam t-shirt to buy, you might need to go to so many shops around Moliko or Douala, Yaoundé to know which shop has it, or you have to call a friend. Mm-hmm. Please, you know any shop that has this? But with Buyam is that friend now. Is that new friend of yours that is trusted, that's connected, that knows all shops. You just say, Buyam, I'm looking for this t-shirt. Say, okay, oh yeah, this guy in Bonamusadi has that t-shirt. Go and pick it up there, and then you go there now.
I think when I use Buyam, so yes, I got to know of Buyam through Auntie Feli. That's a distinction, right? Difference. But anyways, one of the
I saw Auntie Feli marketing Buyam. I was like, oh, cool. That's so cool.
Yes, very, very cool.
I mean, Auntie Feli has done a couple of Buyam skits. Yes. I was like, wow, Auntie Feli likes Buyam. Nice.
Absolutely, absolutely. She sells trotter sauce there. So, but one of the things which one of the features which I loved was the fact that you could actually bargain. You talked about the marketplace idea, where you could actually meet the key thing about online marketing platforms was that you really could not bargain the price. So they might tell you there was a 20% discount, but that's already set. You can't go and start, going back and forth to bargain. But this, you'd actually have direct contact with the seller, and if you actually bid price, fine. You understand? So I really liked that feature. Like, it was very innovative.
Well, I can give you the history of that.
Yes.
So when we built the first version of High Tech, my partnership was High Tech CM. We put a catalog on it, and then we realized that what people want, they just want to see the product, the price, and then they want to call. So we just did a basic platform. He uploads products, puts the price, and puts his phone number. You just call him, and then he made a lot of sales that way. Then we'll run some Facebook ads, and many people will call him. And then he used to live and deliver in Garo and Gaundere. And I was like, man, So the bargaining is, we did a small research, and during that period, we realized that most people don't want to buy at price.
Yes.
I mean, I can ask all four of us here, if we see a TV for 150,000, even if we have the 150,000, most of us will not just pull mobile money and pay. Yeah.
Like a long game.
Most of us will not do it. So we have to understand our market.
You don't even shop online. You know Kululu. If they bank Kululu, go market.
Yeah. So
I shop on Amazon, please, and Buyam. So yeah,
So
home and abroad.
maybe like a long year, I don't know.
No,
But yeah.
I don't bargain.
No.
So
So
now you don't start spoiling me.
so in tech, there is something they always say: product market fit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And most tech products in Africa fail because they don't fit the market. So we're trying to do something that fits the market, and we realize, okay, people always want to bargain. And this option of bargaining even reduces our chances of succeeding as a tech company, because most investors don't understand this concept. Maybe the Chinese investors would, but the Western wouldn't. But this is the reality in Cameroon. If you just show the products to the buyers and then you tell them, if you want to buy, you can chat with the vendor and negotiate. And then many people now start trusting. There are a lot of e-commerce platforms that failed in Cameroon because they didn't give us the real experience. If you go to a shop, well, I didn't want to market anybody. So if you go to a shop, might be a problem.
Am I lying? Did you not experience it? You ordered 3 days after. You had bread for fourth camp.
So the bargaining part is one of the key features because we wanted people to have that exact experience that they have if they go to a real market, like a physical market. Because otherwise, Cameroonians have time. In the West, people don't have time.
Yes.
But here, Cameroonians have time. So if you say, okay, you give them online shopping just to reduce their time, like just to, so that you're too busy, so shop online rather than going to the shop, they're like, Mom, forget. They'll go to that shop and bargain. But if you let them stay, okay, you can actually visit the shop through your phone and then deal with the shop, the vendor, like you were there in person. They're like, okay, fine. At least that helps me visit the shop without walking or taking a bike or taking a taxi or driving there. So we felt like if we really want to activate electronic commerce and build trust, we want that human interaction, which is like a real market. You get to talk to the vendor. Vendors and buyers get to chat. And over time, when they trust it, some people will not have the time to be chatting. Then they will just say, okay, I trust this vendor. Maybe Magos Mode is one of our vendors. I trust Magos Mode. And the product is 35,000 or 80,000. And I know what it is. Then they'll just pay but we'll get there. And there's only currently there's like a 20% of the population that actually can buy at price. So out of 28 million people, you can say there are like 26 million people. No, that cannot buy at price. But there's a 2 million, like those who have bank accounts, because it's 2 million Cameroonians that have bank accounts. Those are the ones that can actually pull up a credit card, pull up their mobile money, see a product, they say the product is 200,000, and they just pay because they don't have the time. But it's just 2%. But Buyam wants to get the rest 80% of the market. So that we can say, okay, in the next 5 years, e-commerce in Cameroon, we can say there are over 10 to 15 million people shopping at least once a month.
What has been the reception so far?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing we're trying to do is to make sure we had a working business model. So we wanted to make sure, because on Buyam, vendors have to pay a registration fee to set up their shop. And that was our biggest bottleneck when we're conceiving the project, because we feel, well, some vendors are just cheap. Some don't just see the value. So they won't maybe be ready to pay the fee, which is 10,000 francs, which I don't see why a serious vendor will not have 10K.
Pulls you up to a lot.
So we wanted to prove the model. And so far we have close to 250 approved vendors. And we have like 1,500 in the pipeline. Either they don't have all the legal documents or they're like, okay, they'll pay at a later date. So we have 1,500. No, but those are not approved. They're in the pipeline. They're either pending or incomplete. So, but we have 250 vendors that are approved and running. So that shows us that the market is ready for this. And the truth is, if we have all the vendors in Douala, all the vendors in Yaoundé, all the vendors in Gaoundé, in Maroua, in Garoua, in Bafoussam, in Bamenda, in Kumba, in Buya, in Limbe, if we have all these vendors online, then there is no way any Cameroonian wouldn't want to go there to find something, because they'll know this market is populated. But even on the user side, we are closing in on like 13,000 installs, and it's still low, but we are happy with the fact that people are gradually accepting it. It takes time.
Yes.
We are not up to a year
Technology
old.
acceptance.
I mean, you mentioned something about logistics, and we know how much that is always a big problem in Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing where somebody stays, you have to probably pass behind one toilet. Yeah, I'm an adventurer, so you understand. Adventurer.
He's Gomezing.
But anyway, no, you mentioned about logistics, and I just like to know exactly how, because sometimes you can shop online and it has to be brought to you, right? So does the responsibility lie on the vendor to navigate the delivery, or on the buyer to actually request delivery?
Okay, right now, the responsibility lies on the vendor to deliver. And since we have their legal documents, they can be trusted to deliver. Because if they don't deliver, then we have information on them that the buyer could use to follow the judicial process to put them to order, or get them maybe to use the police or the legal system, Okay, but we have a way of solving it too. For instance, if you're looking for an iPhone and you're in my two, or you are in Sable Bonamusadi, and then we show you vendors in Bonamusadi that have an iPhone, the distance it will take for that iPhone to leave their shop to you is minimal. So you can have same day delivery or same hour delivery. And over time, if we see that people in Bonamusadi are looking for a product, and that product is not around Bonamusadi, but that product is in Buyam, in so many shops, and we see the trend, so we'll do a bit of machine learning AI. We're not yet there, but we'll be able to project that over time, like 5,000 people in Bonamusadi will be needing this product. And most of the shops don't have this product. So we can tell the guys in Buyam, hey, shift some of these products to Bonamusadi because there's a demand. So that way we'll solve the logistics. So the products will be as close to the buyers as possible at all times, because logistics is a nightmare in Africa.
Churchill, I have just one question for you. Is there any product that's been banned from Buyam app?
Shisha.
We have not banned any product because we approve every vendor, and they understand what they can do and can't do. So, but we have banned a vendor. I think not banned, suspended. No, but that suspension was because the vendor didn't pay, so it was suspended.
So you did not pay that small 10,000. That's what you're saying.
Okay, sometimes it's not because they don't have the money. Sometimes it's just because maybe they don't see the value. So they don't see 10K, like 2 crates of beer or Buyam.
Beer. I have a friend Musin there. You choose that beer. He's like, what?
No, Musin has to get on Buyam.
Yes.
Even to market this thing. When the levees broke, is it?
Which one is that?
That's when Stephanie actually won the lock bridge.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, I remember that film.
So we'll put it online.
Yes.
We'll put it on Buyam.
Well, Buyam doesn't yet sell digital products.
That's what
You said you're not supposed to work with us now. Wow. We'll drive you for this.
I don't understand what you guys are talking about. Maybe that's
okay.
why.
We get
Don't bother. It's okay. It's okay. It's coded. It's coded. But you like Stephanie too, right?
Right.
She's very pretty.
Do you like Stephanie
like
too?
Yes, I like Stephanie too.
Good.
Yeah.
You know she has a film with Musin.
Film or music? No, I have no clue.
You've not heard of the first Cameroonian to shut down
the entire bridge.
No clue. No clue.
I said I should be online.
You guys should be online. I mean, social media is not online.
Social media is, but anyway. Well, thank you so much, Churchill, for coming. And I think we've learned more about Buyam than we've learned in the last couple of months. And I hope that our viewers will also jump on board and perhaps download this app and share your experience with us.
And shop owners particularly.
Yes, shop owners
should they need to download the app, register their shops
with all the required documents.
Yes, with the required documents.
Have legal documents.
Yes, there's so much potential in that, and that's the future.
Right?
Yes, it's the future. I am very convinced there's a future.
So I'm building the future.
Yeah, we are building it. I'm looking for a way to.
You need to find a way to join the movement.
Now, so.
No, we were
building by association.
No, we were schoolmates and we were dormitory mates.
Yes.
Yes.
Not friends.
Not friends.
Friends came after.
Well, I don't download that. Okay, so, but please download the app. It's actually very cutting edge. It's very innovative, and it's very contextual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we have to close, but the question is, do you think the Buyam app is the answer to our online shopping problems? Just drop your comments right there. Download that app. Share your experience when next we meet you. Thank you so much, Church. Yana, Elongish, thank you so much. And all our viewers, please continue to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's at Decoded TV Studios. My name is Joan, and I'm out of here. Take care and stay safe.
Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hit Beauty Academy. Opposite Vision Comfort, Sable Bonamusadi Douala.
Thanks for watching the dopest TV show right now.
And don't forget to subscribe so that you can see our beautiful faces. Scratch that, our handsome faces. No, my handsome face. Right. I'm handsome.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right, guys. To never miss a thing, follow us on all social media platforms at Freaky Table: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So yeah, stay tuned.